Welcome to 843-TV. I'm your host, Will Wareham with WHHI-TV.
And I'm Wayne Morris with WHHI-TV.
And we are here on a beautiful day in downtown Beaufort's Waterfront Park. And Wayne, this weekend, Water Festival invades Beaufort.
Yes, 10 days of fun here in Beaufort, and we couldn't be more excited. Our first guest is Brandy Gray. She's the Commodore of the 59th Annual Beaufort Water Festival, and she's going to be telling us about all the great activities coming up and just kind of how the process works with all the volunteerism and all the great things they do.
Our second guest is the Mayor of Beaufort, Mayor Billy Kaiserling, who was here for the first Water Festival back in 1955. So it's always great to have Billy's perspective.
Yeah, he's got great insight. And our last guest is Joe Lee, and he's going to talk about Port Royal and how they're a huge part of this festival as well and how it impacts Port Royal. So it's all Beaufort Water Festival today, so be sure to stay with us. We'll be right back with more 843-TV.
Where communities come to speak.
843-TV, where Bluffton comes to speak.
843-TV, where Port Royal comes to speak.
843-TV, where the town of Hilton Head Island comes to speak.
843-TV,
Where communities come to speak. We are now joined by Miss Brandy Gray, who is the Commodore of the 59th Annual Beaufort Water Festival. Brandy, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. Good morning.
We're excited to have you.
Well, it is a fabulous day in the park, and in a few more days, it'll be even more fabulous.
I know it. So tell us about the dates and the upcoming highlights of the 59th Beaufort Water Festival.
Our kickoff date is next Friday, July 18th through the 27th, and we have some amazing things planned for everybody. We've got air shows, nightly concerts, sporting events, water events, children's events, so something that will be had by all family members.
It's a really fantastic event, probably the best event in the Low Country.
Well, some would say that. I, for one, am a little partial, but yes, we are the most awesome event in the Low Country.
And you have a lot of nightly entertainment. I know I'm looking forward to today's guys.
Oh yes, we do. We're actually very fortunate this year in our planning process early on to be able to score 2 national headliners this year. So our first weekend, of course, opening ceremony will be the Parris Island Marine Corps Band, which does a phenomenal job. Saturday night we will feature national artist Craig Morgan for our concert in the park. And then of course we'll roll into these guys on Monday night. Tuesday night we've got a new kind of tribute for that night. It's Salsa Tuesday, so we have a 10-piece mariachi band that's coming in. Of course everybody loves Talent Night on Wednesday night because we get to see truly what our Low Country's finest can offer. Thursday night we've got a tribute to the Eagles band coming back, as well as the world famous Whistlers, who will debut after Low Country Supper. And then Friday night is our second national concert. Singer Eric Pasley, he's also an up-and-coming national artist.
Oh, wow.
So we're pretty excited about that. And then our grand finale at the Commodore's Ball will be a portion of shagging music, Low Country shagging music, as well as a little bit of tropical.
Oh, wow.
So
cool.
we want to bring that tropical twist in.
And 3 Fridays in a row, we'll be having fireworks here in Beaufort County.
Absolutely. You know, we started it off in Port Royal, hometown Port Royal, and then we'll kick it off tomorrow night for the big F-35 celebration, and then the following Friday we'll close the deal down.
Lighting the sky up.
Lighting the sky up. You got that right.
You know, Brandy, if one looks at the Water Festival from afar, it looks like it's basically one of the most professionally run events you'd find anywhere. The clockwork, the number of people, and it's driven by volunteers. I volunteered one year and found, little did I know that the committee met year-round.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the people who make this happen, because it's really a volunteer event.
It is. We are probably one of the only organizations that has no paid staff and no office. We solely rely on all the coordinators passing around their books every year to the next volunteer who stepped up to the plate. We have a core group of volunteers who meet monthly, and then it goes into every other week, who actually are the lead planners for the festival. They're called our coordinators. And underneath the coordinators are various directors, and so we've got about 45 directors that fall underneath them. So those are our core folks that will work year-round. One of the things that I think Beaufort has been gracious enough as to allow us to partner with other entities throughout the year. And so you'll see us behind the scenes a lot, working with other festivals, other organizations, you know, lending out a lot of our assets to them, because that's what we do.
It's very clear that with 2 days' notice and Candace Glover's coming. Who do you turn to
Yeah, who else
but
would
the
have
Water
done?
Festival? An F-35
That was
celebration
a trial by
that
fire for
requires
sure.
logistics. How many people do you believe put their hands or lift their hands, let's say,
We've
to help
gauged
in the Water
about
Festival?
400 throughout the 10-day festival. So that has nothing to do with any of the pre-events that are leading up to it. But throughout the festival, you've got families that come into town who say, I'm going to volunteer Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday because I've got to go back to work on Monday. What do you need me to do? And those are the people who come back year after year. And so we're very blessed to have them here in our community.
Yeah, I know last time I tried to volunteer, you said, we don't need any more volunteers.
For those of our viewers who are interested in volunteering, how would they go about doing that?
If you visit our website at bftwaterfestival.com, there's an application online. So we're starting to streamline. A lot of folks have put applications in, in the winter months, and so we sort of just stockpile them a little bit till the date gets a little bit closer. Maybe the day of we go, we're looking for 10 more volunteers this day. So we have a great partnership with all 3 of the military bases, and they provide a good portion of volunteers for us, and we wouldn't be able to do it without their support and participation.
And the Water Festival really seems to engage the entire community, including nonprofit organizations. What nonprofit organizations have you partnered with this year, and how are you working that?
Well, if you notice that a lot of our booths or a lot of the gates or anything that you see going on is staffed by volunteers, those are organizations that we've partnered with throughout the year that will come in and volunteer their man hours, and those are the folks that we support throughout the year as well through donations and various things that we're able to do for them. One of the things that probably the public doesn't actually see that often is that those organizations, are recipients of proceeds from the festival, as well as scholarships that we have at the University of South Carolina through the academic curriculum and the arts scholarship as well.
Very cool.
Plus the booster clubs.
Absolutely. And I almost forgot the booster clubs.
I remember the Rotary clubs, you know why.
The Rotary clubs, they're there. The booster clubs are there from the area high schools. A lot of folks don't understand why we can't have outside vendors. Well, it's unique to us to be able to allow the schools to come in and earn money to buy their school uniforms.
What a great source of revenue for them.
It's an amazing source of revenue.
And we were talking before we started taping about your favorite event, which is the parade.
The parade.
So tell us about that, when that is, and kind of what goes into that.
The parade is the last Saturday of the festival, and our Grand Marshal this year is Pat Conroy. And it's just one of my favorite parades, favorite events of the festival. I can remember sitting on the curb as a young child and just watching the parade come down the street, and it was always such a joyous occasion.
Yeah. So Pat Conroy, how did that work out? How did you get in touch with him? And
Through one of our volunteers. One of our volunteers actually is his nutritionist, and she asked me if I had made a decision about it yet, and I was like, no. I said, do you have any ideas? And she said, how about Pat Conroy? And I said, that would be amazing.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
Well, if anybody wants more information, how can they get in touch with you guys?
They can reach us at our website at www.bftwaterfestival.com. They can download our new app on the Android and iPhone platform, and then just reach out to us through our telephone numbers listed on our website.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you
And
for what
stay
you
with
do.
us. We'll be right back with more 843 TV.